Hey, everybody, my name is Mr. Reality, and I host Reality Forecast. I also host a 6-week temporal awareness perception remote viewing course called TAP. We just finished class 6. We're halfway done, and we went over ARV. There's some misconceptions about ARV, and I wanted to use a quick follow up. This is like a 10-minute short presentation on ARV. The definition is associative remote viewing. So you're using photos to give like one photo for outcome A, second photo for outcome B. ARV has been used a lot in sports betting and other things which require a binary outcome. A long form remote viewing session will take you 30 to 45 minutes. ARV will take you maybe 7 to 12 minutes. Some people do it more quickly than that, but we did that today. If you want to watch or get access to my TAP class, it starts next April. And if you're interested in learning TAP or anything else, let me know. Remoteviewit@gmail.com. The role of photo selection is very important in ARV. So if you have two photos, you want them energetically, I don't know, the same, but different. And it's hard selecting photos. And sometimes you just think, I did a great session, but the photos were too similar. I'm going to have to do it again. So the criteria for selecting photos is that they have to have the same entropy, the same energy, the same kind of, I don't know, pizzazz, but it also has to be very simple, and they have to be similar but different. And if you want help selecting ARV photo pairs, it's best to keep them in a bulk of like each photo pair should be in its own envelope, and you've got a box of 100 envelopes, each with their own photo selected pair, and pull those out and use them for your ARV project. They got to be similar but different. And some of the biggest problems are they're similar. The photos are too dissimilar when you're doing a ARV, and you have to have, it's hard to guess, and it's trial and error too. So remember, you're going to have to judge between these two photos. So you want them different but similar enough that they don't have different energy, that they don't have the same entropy. So look that up. Just thinking that you've got the best photo pair is a big problem in ARV selection. So trial and error is going to help you out. Setting up photos in unique envelopes. So we use a target reference number that is unique to every ARV queue that we use. And you can go to random.org and have it generate ARV TRNs for you. A TRN is just an 8-digit or 10-digit alphanumeric number sequence that is bisected by a forward slash, maybe it's a backsplash. I don't know. One of the slashes. It has brackets around it. And then you want to grab blank envelopes. You can pick those up at the dollar store, and you want to write the TRN on both envelopes, and you want to write your Q on both envelopes, but you want to write a Q that's different. So what I mean by that is if the answer for outcome A is this healing session will work, and the outcome for session B is this healing session will not work, that's what you'd want to write on the outside of your envelopes. And then put your photos inside the envelope without looking at them. And when you're done with your session, what did I say? Yes. When you're done with your session, your short ARV session, you use the TRN, then you can set up your photo pairs. Doesn't matter if you do it before or after. Then you go ahead and you look at both photo pairs and you make a column A, column B, this photo, that photo, and you put the stage 2 data on which side of the envelope that you think it fits in. Now, it could fit on both sides. In that case, put it on both sides. Your stage 3 sketch is going to have a little bit more weighting or emphasis when you go through your judging. So how many of the data perceptions came in stage 2? And how many of the data perceptions came in stage 3? And where did your sketch fall? Now, one of the problems with ARV is you're going to sketch both pictures. This happens a lot. Displacement is not unheard of in ARV, so don't be discouraged if you get both. Sometimes it's a wash. Sometimes you just can't determine which it is. But it's important to look at the feedback. And I say look at the feedback of both photos, not just one, and then look at the answer and give yourself a pat on the back when you did right and give yourself a pat on the back when you did wrong. You're not going to be 100% accurate when it comes to ARV, but you're going to do pretty good. So practice, set up your own photo pairs, go find some on a bunch of different websites. I don't like AI pictures because I find that there's not a lot of entropy in a falsely generated AI picture. So I like real photos taken by real folks of real stuff and real situations. I think it has more energy and it's easier to remote view. That's my own personal bias. We're looking at non-local consciousness. So you're projecting your consciousness to that photo picture that has the right answer, and you're getting your intention and attention about that target site. I made a diagram, it didn't work out, so we'll look at that later. And sometimes you get both photos, sometimes you get both sketches, and that's all right. Sometimes it happens. There have been a lot of people that do a lot of studies on this. I'm not really a number crunching guy. If you're interested in that, check out Ed May, Russell Targ, Hal Puthoff, all those cats. They're great guys and they're better number crunchers than I am. I like remote viewing. I don't really, I'm not a number cruncher dude. It's important to experience a good lifestyle. Keep yourself hydrated, eat a banana once in a while. You burn acetylcholine when you're doing remote viewing. So, take care of yourself. It's important to be blind. Make sure you don't know what the picture looks like when you're doing your remote viewing session. Turn them over so you don't see them. And then put them in the envelopes and make sure you remember which envelope goes to which picture, which cue goes to which picture. And I show you examples in the class too. We go through exercises with each other and set it up. Techniques for analyzing responses and dealing with noise, signal versus noise examples. Well, there's always going to be imagination that comes through when you're doing your remote viewing sessions or your tap remote viewing sessions. And you just have to learn to differentiate that information. Is it real tangible information or is it imagined information? And we deal with noise, we deal with analytical overlay, it's called, or analysis or deductions. I say there's a difference between a perception and a deduction in remote viewing. The perceptions come through fast and furious, and they're not accompanied with thought. Deductions are something that your left brain's jumping in to say, oh, I know what the answer is. I got this. So learn the difference between perception and deduction and how to write them down in your ARV session and full tap sessions. There have been a bunch of case studies. You can go and Google those, Google associative remote viewing, look at their prediction, look at the timeline, but you want a number cruncher to help you out with this. That's not a lot of technology really. There've been some people that try using technology for ARV. I don't know that it works. They're like random number generators, and it's really just sitting down to do the work. Are there ethical decisions involved with remote viewing? Of course. You're not supposed to look at crap that you're not supposed to look at. Don't invade people's privacy. Don't be a jackass. Just, do a remote viewing session with the best interest at heart. And I think that you're going to move along quite nicely. It's important to find an ARV group. If you want to join one with me, let me know. I don't really want to set one up, but if there's a demand, I'll help you out. We use remote viewing and tap and ARV for a number of different things. And I predict forecasting, crypto forecasting, stock forecasting, but it's hard when there's not a lot of interest. So if you've got an interest in that, I'll help you set it up. I use it for a lot of different things. Introduced by Hal Puthoff and Russell Targ, Associative Remote Viewing builds on the functioning or clairvoyance to view, see, perceive distant scenes or events, including those in the future. Not really. I mean, with ARV, you got a photo. That's your feedback. You got an event. That's your feedback. And that's what they use. I think that slide's and not really accurate. ARV operates on the theory that the human brain interacts with a central storage system or time-space unit. Never heard of that. That seems nuts. Accessing the past, present, and future. Emotional intensity plays a crucial role in the effective. Does it? Does it really? I don't know. But anyway, if you're interested in joining my TAP remote viewing course, it's 6 weeks. It starts in April. Remoteview@gmail.com. And I look forward to seeing you all there. If you're interested in me doing a full remote viewing session for you, follow me on Reality Forecast at YouTube and send me a note, remoteview@gmail.com. And I'll be happy to set up a project for you, let you know what that would cost. A lot of work, a lot of remote viewing. We're happy to see the future for you.